Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 luxury cars in the world for 2025. Now I know what you're thinking. Another top 10 list? What a load of old cobblers. But trust me, you haven't seen luxury until you've laid eyes on these automotive masterpieces. We're talking about cars so refined, they make a royal carriage look like a rusty wheelbarrow. Get ready to experience the epitome of automotive luxury and innovation. We're talking hand-stitched leather, enough technology to launch a spaceship, and engines that roar like a lion on a double espresso. These machines aren't just cars, they're bloody works of art. So fasten your seatbelts, sit back, and prepare to drool over the finest automobiles ever to grace the tarmac. First up, we have the Mercedes Maybach GLS 600. Now, some people, and they know who they are, might call this a glorified SUV, but those people would be wrong. This, my friends, is a luxury liner on wheels. You climb aboard, not get in. And what an interior it is. We're talking enough leather to make a herd of cows weep. And the technology? Forget your self-driving nonsense. This thing practically makes you breakfast. Heated and cooled massaging seats? Naturally. Champagne fridge? But of course, darling. This car is so opulent, it makes the Palace of Versailles look like a garden shed. And don't even get me started on the ride. It's like wafting on a cloud, if that cloud had a twin-turbo V8 engine and could hit 60 in under 5 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. This luxurious behemoth can move like a scalded cat when it wants to. So there you have it, the Mercedes Maybach GLS 600. It's big, it's brash, and it's absolutely bloody brilliant. Next up, we have the Audi A8L. This is a car for those who like their luxury with a side of understated elegance. It's not as in-your-face as the Maybach, but don't let that fool you. This car is dripping with sophistication. The A8L is all about sleek lines, cutting-edge technology, and a driving experience that's smoother than a freshly paved autobahn. It's the kind of car that whispers "I've arrived" rather than shouting it from the rooftops. And the technology? This car is practically a rolling computer. We're talking a full suite of driver assistance systems, a digital cockpit that would make NASA proud, and more gadgets than you can shake a stick at. It's like having your own personal chauffeur and IT specialist all rolled into one. But the real beauty of the A8L is that it's not all show and no go. This car can handle itself on the open road, with a powerful engine and responsive handling that belies its size. It's the perfect blend of luxury, technology, and performance. Now, if you want a car that screams "I've made it louder than a Wagner opera," then you need a Rolls Royce Cullinan. This is the SUV for people who find other SUVs just a bit too, well, common. The Cullinan is all about presence. It's big, it's bold, and it's got more chrome than a rapper's bathroom. But beneath that imposing exterior lies a heart of pure luxury. Step inside, and you're greeted by a world of handcrafted wood, supple leather, and enough lamb's wool to knit a small sweater. And the ride? Well, it's exactly what you'd expect from a Rolls Royce. It glides over the road like it's on a magic carpet, isolating you from the hustle and bustle of the outside world. It's like being chauffeured around in your own personal palace on wheels. But the best part about the Cullinan is the sheer level of customization on offer. You can have it in any color you want, as long as it's something tasteful naturally. The interior can be trimmed to your exact specifications, with bespoke picnic baskets and champagne coolers available for those who like to travel in style. Number 4, BMW 7 Series, the ultimate driving machine that also happens to be a luxury saloon. Right, let's be honest, the BMW 7 Series isn't for everyone. It's not as flashy as some of the other cars on this list, but that's because it's got something more important: substance. This is a car for people who appreciate the finer things in life, but who also like to get behind the wheel and actually drive. The 7 Series is all about performance and technology. It's got a stonking engine, razor-sharp handling, and enough gadgets to make your head spin. This is a car that's just as happy carving up a mountain pass as it is cruising down the motorway. But don't think for a second that it's sacrificed luxury for performance. The interior is still a very nice place to be, with high-quality materials, comfortable seats, and all the latest technology. It's just that the 7 Series is more about the driving experience than it is about being driven. So, if you're looking for a luxury car that can handle itself on the open road, the BMW 7 Series is definitely worth a look. Just be prepared to answer a lot of questions about your choice of interior trim. Number 5. Bentley Continental GT, the grand tourer for the discerning driver. Now, if you're looking for a car that's both stylish and sporty, then you need a Bentley Continental GT. This is a car that looks just as good parked outside the Opera as it does blasting down the Autobahn. The Continental GT is all about effortless power and timeless elegance. It's got a big, powerful engine that can propel it to ludicrous speeds, but it does it all with a sense of refinement and sophistication. This is a car that's fast, but it doesn't need to shout about it. And the interior is just as impressive. It's a masterpiece of British craftsmanship with hand-stitched leather, polished wood, and enough technology to make your head spin. It's the kind of car that makes you feel special every time you get behind the wheel. The Continental GT is a car for drivers who appreciate the finer things in life, but who also like to let their hair down and have a bit of fun. It's the perfect blend of luxury, performance, and style. Number 6. Range Rover SV, the luxury SUV that can handle the rough stuff. Now, for those of you who like to venture off the beaten track, we have the Range Rover SV. This is the SUV that can handle anything you throw at it, whether it's a muddy field or a snow-covered mountain pass. But don't let its off-road prowess fool you. The Range Rover SV is still a luxury vehicle through and through. The interior is a haven of comfort and refinement, with plush leather seats, a state-of-the-art infotainment system, and enough space for you and all your gear. The Range Rover SV is the perfect car for those who want the best of both worlds. It's just as happy tackling a challenging off-road trail as it is cruising down the highway in style. And if you do decide to take it off-road, you can be sure that it's more than capable of handling whatever you throw at it. It's got a sophisticated four-wheel drive system, adjustable suspension, and a range of off-road driving modes that make it one of the most capable SUVs on the market. Number 7. Right, listen up, because we're moving into the realm of the truly special. We're talking about the Mercedes Maybach S-Class. This isn't just a car, it's a bloody palace on wheels. The S-Class is all about luxury, refinement, and technology. From the moment you sink into those heated, cooled, and massaging seats, you know you're in for something special. The interior is awash in high-quality materials, from the hand-stitched leather to the real wood trim. And the technology. This car practically drives itself. It's got more cameras than a Hollywood film set, more sensors than a laboratory, and more computing power than the Apollo missions. It can practically read your mind, anticipating your every need before you even know you have it. But the best part about the S-Class is the way it makes you feel. It's like being cocooned in your own private world, insulated from the noise and stress of everyday life. It's the kind of car that makes you want to put on your best suit and just drive for hours, even if you're just going to the shops. Number 8. Rolls-Royce Spectre, whispering luxury into the electric age. Now, for something a bit different, the Rolls-Royce Spectre. This is Rolls-Royce's first foray into the world of electric cars, and let me tell you, it's a bloody triumph. The Spectre is every bit as luxurious and opulent as you'd expect from a Rolls-Royce, but with the added bonus of being whisper-quiet and emissions-free. It's like gliding on a magic carpet, only this carpet is powered by electricity and can outrun most sports cars. The interior is a masterpiece of modern design with sleek lines, minimalist aesthetics, and sustainable materials. But don't let the modernity fool you. This is still a Rolls-Royce through and through, with an unparalleled attention to detail and a level of craftsmanship that's second to none. The Spectre proves that luxury and sustainability aren't mutually exclusive. It's a car for the discerning driver who wants to make a statement without making a sound. Number 9. Bentley Flying Spur, the four-door rocket ship. Alright, let's be honest, the Bentley Flying Spur is not for shrinking violets. This is a car for people who want it all: luxury, performance, and space. It's the kind of car that makes a statement wherever it goes. The Flying Spur is essentially a four-door Bentley Continental GT, which means it's got a massive engine, razor-sharp handling, and a luxurious interior that's fit for a king. But unlike the Continental GT, the Flying Spur has room for 4 adults in the back, so you can share the fun with your mates. And trust me, this car is all about fun. It's ridiculously fast, with a 0 to 60 time that'll make your eyes water. But it's also incredibly refined and comfortable, so you can enjoy the ride even when you're not pushing it to the limit. The Flying Spur is the ultimate expression of Bentley's commitment to luxury and performance. It's a car that's as impressive to drive as it is to be driven in. Number 10, Rolls-Royce Phantom Series 2, the reigning monarch of the road. And so we come to the end of our journey, and what better way to finish than with the Rolls-Royce Phantom Series 2? This is it, the pinnacle of automotive luxury. The car that makes all other cars look like, well, a bit pedestrian. The Phantom is in a class of its own. It's big, it's imposing, and it's got more presence than a royal procession. It's the kind of car that makes people stop and stare, mouths agape, as you waft by in a cloud of effortless cool. The interior is like stepping into a 5-star hotel suite. The seats are like armchairs. The carpets are thicker than a sheepdog's fur. And the air is filled with the scent of fine leather and even finer cigars. But the Phantom is more than just a collection of luxurious materials. It's a statement of intent. It's a car that says, I've arrived and I'm not going anywhere. It's the ultimate expression of success, style, and sophistication. Well, there you have it, my friends. The top 10 luxury cars in the world for 2025. A veritable feast of automotive extravagance and technological wizardry. From the opulent Mercedes Maybach S-Class to the groundbreaking Rolls-Royce Spectre, these cars represent the absolute pinnacle of automotive achievement. Thanks for joining us on this luxurious journey through the top 10 luxury cars of 2025. I hope you've enjoyed drooling over these automotive masterpieces as much as I have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a lottery ticket. A man can dream, can't he? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. And be sure to let us know in the comments which of these luxury behemoths you'd most like to take for a spin.